Welcome back to the Force 9's YouTube channel. This is my first video I'm recording for this save in about a week after I was sick. The video you saw yesterday was recorded about a week ago and I finished editing it and put it out. Today we're going to jump back in. I've done the January transfer window, well the winter break. January is not quite over, so there may still be some action in that transfer window, but we will see. We're back with Parma, and today's games are Palermo away and Fiorentina at home. We're still in second place, but it's still quite close around there, so anything could happen in this video. We're going to try and get some more points under our belt today. Let's see if we can do that in a new episode of Parma from the Ashes. So I'm not quite 100%, so if I do start sniffing and stuff like that, then I do apologise, but hopefully there won't be too much of it. It's more or less cleared up, but we will have to see. So as you can see, we sit second place behind Crotone, but only because they beat us, so their head-to-head is better than us. Level on points is to 41 each. Fiorentina and Livorno are 1 behind us on 40, and Albino Leffe are 4 behind us in 5th place. So it's still very, very close. The top 4 separated by only a point. And 7 points separating first and ninth. So still very, very close. But we're not doing too badly until last episode was a bit of a downer. We lost both of our games. Nicknamed Bezotti the Bear. That's now been changed back because obviously nicknames don't do well for us. So he's back to his original name. And he's doing very well. He's our best player on average. He's got most assists with 14. So he's catching up to do so very much. Cherry top scorer with 16. Best passer is Manala with 82% pass completion. 4 man of the match awards for Bezotti, 5 yellow cards for Koulibaly, and then the 1 red card for Kofi. Significantly less red cards than he's had in previous seasons, but he has not played nearly as many games as Kofi, so we will have to see. But we do still have some money to play with, £307,000 to be exact. Loads of wage budgets, so we can move those around to our pleasure, however much we want to. But let's go through some January signings first of all. So a couple of developments. 2 people have left. Bolocco has gone to Brescia for £100,000. I needed to ship out a left back. He wasn't really doing very well and his contract was up, so I cashed in on him now. So £100,000 for Bolocco is not too bad. And Sabioli, he hasn't been playing well recently, and I thought we need another defensive midfielder. I don't think this guy's going to be doing it for us anymore. At I think he's 29. Yep. So he's gone to a Salernitana for, and we got £500,000 for him, which I think is very, very good for a 29-year-old. I think that's a great transfer. So he is, yeah, he is on his way out as well. Well, he has gone actually. It says he has a future transfer arranged. But the biggest development is in goal. So Matteo Bigeri, where are you, my friend? Well, he's not my friend anymore. Matteo Bigeri, his contract was up at the end of this year. I tried to renew it, and unfortunately, he declined the terms. And Pisa came in, who are a Lega Pro team, and offered him a deal, and he's taken it. So he's going to be going down a division. Even though, you know, he's still got fairly good potential, and I think he'll still do it in this league. But he's going to be going down a division with Pisa, and we've lost a goalkeeper. We can't sign him on because he's now agreed a transfer with Pisa. So that is it. We've lost a goalkeeper, meaning the only ones we had were Di Lorenzo and then youngsters that weren't much good. Now Di Lorenzo is a player that's been around for quite a while. In fact, he is now a where are you? Here you are, Luigi Di Lorenzo. He is now actually a club icon. He's been with us for 5 years now. Or 4 years. So he's been with us since the very start. He was one of our first regions and our first youth intake. But that's Bigeri. We want Di Lorenzo. But you know, I haven't used him as much as I could have. He had loan spells in Sergio and Renate where he didn't do very well at all. Played 1 game for us last season in the league due to an injury from Bigeri, and he did pretty well. But I haven't played him nearly as much as maybe I should have done, and for that reason his potential has declined. He was a 4-star potential player at the very least at one point in his career, but now it's kind of got that potential's gone away. But he can still do a job, so we might play him here and there. He is listed, so he might be on his way as well, but we'll have to see. But we will probably get another goalkeeper in. We do have one in on loan. I'll go through my ins. Craig McCormick, on loan from Newcastle, who, as I said, are an affiliate club of ours. He looks very good. He's got good ability and good potential. probably shouldn't have signed him because of the fact that he doesn't speak Italian, which for a goalkeeper is pretty bad. Considering we are an Italian team, I probably should have signed a goalkeeper that can actually speak the language. That's going to be a bit of a problem. And I think we will have to go out and buy a good goalkeeper. So that's something I'm going to try and do before the end of this January window, is prepare for the summer. That's what most of this has been. The other signing we made, as I said, we added another defensive midfielder. Here he is. This is Shan Emmers from Inter Milan. Cost £200,000. He's more of a central midfielder naturally, but he can play in the deeper role as a roaming playmaker and a host of other roles that he could play as well. So as a roaming playmaker, let's just have a look at him. He doesn't look that bad at all. Some decent mentals in there. Determination's very nice at 17. He's got fairly decent technique and he's got good stamina and fitness. So he looks okay. And again, he's got great potential. He will only improve. He's only 21 and he's Belgian, so he could. I don't think he'll make any appearances for Belgium, but we'll have to see. So current abilities, okay, 2.5 stars for a 21-year-old isn't too bad at all, but he's got great potential, at least 4 stars. So we'll see a lot more of this guy in the future. He signed a 2.5-year deal. No, 3.5-year deal. Yeah, 3.5-year deal. So we'll see a lot more of him. He has made one appearance. Didn't really have a lot of time to do anything in it though. Very quickly, let's go through the off-screen games and then we'll get into some football. So last time we had the 2 defeats, of course, against Catania and the Cittadella. Since then, 2 draws and 2 wins. Started off with the 2-2 draw against Crotone. This is what happened in this game. 5th minute, we took the lead. Alberto Cherry with another goal to add to his name. Mercy converted a penalty conceded by, I can't remember who it was. This was a long time ago that I did these games. So they equalised through a penalty. Then they went ahead through a Porini. And then Berzotti got the our equaliser on 72 minutes. Costa got sent off for Crotone. They went down to 10 men late in the game. But yeah, defending was a bit suspect. Conceding 2 goals is not great. But Berzotti got a goal. 2 assists for Aramu, who had a great game. Galliano, again, poor. Apart from Cherry, the other strikers don't seem to be doing much. And it's kind of annoying that that's happening. But we'll see if we can do something about that in the next few games. Then we beat Navarra 3-2. This was an away game. In which we went 2-0 down as well. Vinicius João with 2 goals to his name. 1 on the 33rd minute and 1 right after the restart, 46th minute. And the official time was 29 seconds after the restart. So very much like a Sevilla goal against Liverpool very early in the second half. But Parma came back in the second half. Cherry with a goal. Galliano improving in this game. Got a brace, 2 goals in 4 minutes. And we came out and we won 3-2 after going 2 behind. Better not know that happened, but we came back, showed good character to win. Cherry doing amazing, 1 goal, and he set up both of Galliano's goals as well. Aramu with an assist. Yeah, it just went really well. Geraldo also creating some stuff from the left. Bigari with a good performance in goal, despite conceding 2. So yeah, much better this one. Galliano off the bench for, again, a less than impressive Silva. So that's good to see. Then we had a 1-1 draw away against Frosinone. Donnarumma scored for them to make it 1-0 to them. Galliano with the equaliser still in the first half. Bigari with an amazing game here, 8.0. Frosinone with a few chances of their own, a few shots on target. But Bigari made a string of saves. Defending wasn't too bad. Salzer had a decent performance. Manala doing well. Berzotti with another assist to add to his name. So yeah, not too bad here. A bit annoying we couldn't win this game, but it's a draw, so that's a point gained rather than 2 lost, I think. And then a 2-1 win at home against Salernitana. Manzi with the 3rd minute own goal. Cherry doubling our lead on 22 minutes. And then they got a goal back through Sabraja halfway through the second half. Yeah, again, decent defending here. So lots of 7s in the back 4 and in goal. Manala with an assist. Cherry with our goal. Of course, the other one was an assist. So much better here. Nice performance, despite it only being 2-1. Didn't really reflect our performance. I think we were much better in that game. So that's it. Let's jump into some gameplay now. And the first of today's 2 games is away against Palermo. Now, as far as the team goes today, I'm not quite sure what we're going to play. But we'll have to do a quick pick, I think. Okay, so unfortunately, we do have an injury in the squad. Salzer's going to be out for a few weeks. He suffered a sports hernia, so Salzer is going to miss a few weeks of gameplay, which sucks for him. At 19, he's got incredible potential. He's doing really well, and because of that, his physicals are now starting on the decline because he's been injured for a couple of weeks and he's going to be out for a few more. But still looking forward to seeing a lot of this guy in the future. 5-star potential, at least 4. And his current ability now at 2.5 star at 19, he's doing so well, and he's only going to get better. But unfortunately, he is unavailable today, so this is the team we are going to go with. Sticking with a 4-1-3-2 formation with that defensive midfielder, Manala, in there at the moment. Shan Emmons is on the bench. This might be the first time we see him. Bigari in goal, Geraldo, Koulibaly, Zuparic and Newlands the back four with Manala there, Rusk in the central midfield, Berzotti to the left, Arami to the right, Galliano and Cherry the strike partnership, and on the bench, Flocco, Martoni, don't want you, Botnevitz, Kofi Gay, Emmers, Pinataro, Duoso, Jovino and Selva. So let's submit that. We're going to go counter-structured, and the instructions, let's just retain possession, and we'll leave the rest of it as it is, I think. We will add more as the game continues, I'm sure. So, yeah, that's really good. Emmers actually has not played a game for us yet, I do lie. We're going to give him number 21. And let's see if we can start well here. Cautiously said, we've been on a good run there lately, so go out there and impress me. Let's start the match. Okay, we are underway. Now, Palermo in the league are down in 14th, so down in the bottom half. So on paper, I guess we should be looking to try and win this game, but we're away from home, and we have had some horrible luck recently. So let's see how we start. Oh, God, 25 seconds. Seriously? Lagomina has scored. We're now down to 4th, and that was 25 seconds. That was straight from kickoff. Fantastic. I didn't even finish my sentence. Is the curse back? 4 games off screen, unbeaten. Turn the cameras on, and what happens? It takes 25 seconds for them to score. That is 1-0. Okay, another highlight here. 3.5 minutes in, almost 4. But it looks like it's going to be a highlight for us. So hopefully this will be a nice quick reply. Here is Minala on the ball, sort of edging to the left a bit. He's got Geraldo for support. He finds him. Here is Rusk. Finds Minala. And can he seek out a ball to one of the strikers? He finds Rusk. Here is Cherry. Puts through Galliano. And that is a nice quick reply. 4 minutes and 20 seconds exactly. Couldn't really make it up, really, could you? Galliano with a goal there to make it 1 each. And we're back to square one again, really. Another highlight. 20 minutes in. We're already seeing a couple of highlights here. And Berzotti gives away the ball very cheaply there. That's not good enough. And there's Di Morfetta, a former player of ours. But Lagomina on the ball now. And the cross is in, but it's out to Paredes. Here is Lagomina again. Already got 1 goal today. And a good save Bigari. It's cleared away by Rusk. Parma now on the attack again. But that's a nice win by Berzotti. And now the break will begin. Ball to Cherry was a bit far-fetched, but he gets onto the end of it. Galliano tries to tackle there, but doesn't get that. An injury for former player of ours, Di Morfetta, having to make a change there are Palermo. But at the moment, it is 1 apiece. Half-time, it is 1 apiece. But I think that's good. We are playing well. So I'm going to say I'm happy with your performance so far. Keep it up. Just going to have a look at this back four. Koulibaly, again, is having a poor performance. We haven't really seen very much of him at all. I'm going to change Newlands to an automatic wing-back. And Koulibaly, I'm going to leave him as it is. Because, yeah, he hasn't really impressed for us at all this season. So that's a bit annoying that that's happened. But the rest of this, I think we're doing okay. So there's not really a lot else that I need to change, I don't think. Let's just look at some of these instructions. I'm going to close down a bit more, and I'm going to... Have I got tight marking on? I'm going to ask them to clear the ball to the flanks and just try and keep the ball, because that's what we're doing, and it's working. So it's just try and hold on to it and try and create something from out wide, maybe. Kickoff is there, and there is the second half underway now. Newlands heads the ball away there, but here's Mazzarani from the left, rather, and that's the end of that highlight. But possession is, well, a bit more level now, and there's a free kick here. And it's gone in. Guilherme with a goal. And that's 2-1. I'm going to try and attack now. We're 2-1 down. But we are still in second place. So other teams obviously are not doing their jobs. Let's just try and have a look around and see what everyone is doing. So Fiorentina and Livorno. Where are they? Fiorentina are 1-0 down at home to Cittadella. Livorno are 1-0 down at home to Cesena. So everyone else is losing. So that doesn't make our defeat look so bad. It's not a defeat yet though. Galliano with a glancing header and it goes just wide, but close enough for the goalkeeper to try and make a save. And Rusk will get to the ball there. And that's a nice bit of play there to Manala. And now Rusk doesn't do anything with it apparently. Koulibaly's on the 6.0. That's not good enough. He's going to come off. We're going to get Botnevitz on there who's... morale is abysmal apparently. Let's put him on a limited defender as cover. Let's give it a go. 6.0 for Koulibaly is not good enough at all. And we had a chat with them last episode and it obviously didn't work. But 2-1 down at the moment. I'm going to go back to a more structured shape. And we're going to pump the ball into the box. We're going to go more direct. We're going to go for a higher tempo. Just trying loads of different stuff here. But with about 20 minutes left, I haven't made any change. Oh, I've made 1 change now. Excuse me. Just forgot that I made a sub. Manala passes back to the goalkeeper Bigari, who, as I said, is going to be leaving in the summer. So I'm not sure how many more games we'll see of him. Berzotti now on the right. He's got Newlands to the right of him. Rusk picks him out. That's a nice ball. Galliano's there. Now that's what I want to see from my other strikers. Cherry's been incredible all season, but Galliano is really stepping up now, and that's 2 goals for him today. I think that said 7 in all competitions. I'd like double figures for him. That would be okay. But 2-2 with about 20 minutes left. We could try and sneak a win here. Boknovic gets to that. That's nice, simple defending there. Back to the goalkeeper. And Paredes with a header. But Minala to Rusk. Berzotti is intercepted there. Here is Lagomina, who's had a goal for them today, not for us. Paredes to Snabria. Here's Lagomina, and it's 3-2. Every time we score, they score. And it's 3-2 now. And that has now dropped us down to third. Livorno obviously have a comeback and obviously levelled it up maybe. They have. But Fiorentina are still 1-0 down. Here's Lagomina again. I don't know how many goals he's got today, but that was well over that one. But yeah, this hasn't been going well today. Bigeri goal kick. Straight onto Cherry, so that's a nice bit of Route 1 play here. Berzotti goes for the shot, forces a save, but Aramu puts Cherry through and didn't quite get to it. No, it's a block actually. It's a corner. Rusk will take it. And it's headed away by Lagomina, who has been incredible this game. Minala to Berzotti. Can he get a cross in? No, it is blocked. Mazzarani clears it away. But I like what I'm seeing. I'm going to make one change. Berzotti and Aramu, Berzotti and Rusk are struggling. We're going to push Minala forward a bit. We're going to take off Rusk. And we're going to see what Emmers can do as a roaming playmaker. Let's give a debut to our new Belgian midfielder. We've done well, but ultimately our opponents have done better. And we've lost 3-2, and that has sent us down to third. But we played well, we just didn't get anything for it. So I'm going to say we were unlucky today, because we did play really, really well. Apart from, Koulibaly with a poor game, Bigeri, not one of the best of performances in goal. I think everyone else did really, really well, but our opponents were just better than us today. So that's not the end of the world. Okay, the second of today's games against Fiorentina at home. Just very quickly, I have made one more signing. Deadline day is just around the corner, but we've squeezed in a goalkeeper. Marco Bleve from Verona. £300,000 initially. We'll have to pay another £100,000 once he's played 30 league games for us. He is a couple of years older than Bigeri, but his attributes look really, really good. 16s there on the area reach, command of area, and communication, which is very good. Physically, he's very good. Great stamina, great strength, good concentration, decent anticipation, good positioning. I think he looks very, very nice. If we actually compare him with Bigeri, I haven't done this yet, so this might backfire. But if we compare him with Bigeri, as you can see, technically he's probably a bit better in goal, apart from 2 or 3 small things such as reflexes. Mentally, again, I'd say it's sort of fairly even. They both have their strengths and weaknesses, really. Physically, he looks much, much better. So I think we've done well here. As I said, he's got a year on him, but I think we've done very well to get Bleve for as much as we did as well. He's already valued at £500,000, and we've paid 3 so far, but there is another £100,000 to spend in the future, or to pay in the future, rather, once he's played 30 games for us. But against Fiorentina at home, Livorno won their game, I believe. Or did they draw it? No, they did win it. So they've gone top. Now, if we win today, we will still be third because Crotone have a better head-to-head than us. So we will still be third if we beat Fiorentina today. But if they beat us, we go down to fourth, and we don't want that. So as for the team today, I'm going to go for something a bit different. I'm going to put Minala as the central midfielder, and I'm going to play a straight 4-4-2. We'll leave Minala as the Roman playmaker. But we're just going to go the straight 4-4-2. I think Minala's kind of wasted in that deeper role, so we're going to bring him level to Rusk and just play this. Koulibaly, though, is not playing today. He's disappointed for far too long. Boknovic is going to start, and we're going to leave this as it is, because we did well last game. We just didn't get any points out of it, so that was a shame. But against Fiorentina, I'm going to leave it on counter and structured. We're going to keep the ball, though, and we'll leave the rest of this as it is. And let's just hope for a good performance here. Bigeri is going to play today. Bleve will not come straight in. This is going to be Bigeri's last game for us. I'm going to see if I can actually sell him now, see what money I can get for him, and to get him off the wage bill, because there's no point having a player for us if we know where he's going to go. So Bigeri, this will be his last game, and I'm going to try and get what money I can for him now, instead of seeing him go in the summer. So that's what today's going to be, his last game. And as it's against Fiorentina, and this is quite a big game, I didn't want to use, you know, an untested goalkeeper or risk using like a youngster like Di Lorenzo. So that's why we're going to start Bigheri. There it is. That was a very boring game. We had 4 shots all game. But that second half, we only had 1 shot. They weren't unlucky. I was disappointed with that. We could have moved into the promotion spots and it didn't happen. So what I'm going to do is, because we're in the second half of the season, I'm going to only play 3 games off screen. We'll have Livorno and Alessandria be the next 2 games. And then we're going to go on to probably Reggiana and Cesena, and then end with Cittadella, Crotone and Novara. And that might be it, but we'll have to see where we go from there. But yeah, next episode will be Livorno at home, and because that's a big game, you know, Livorno are right up there. They're top at the moment, I think. Well, they were anyway. And Alessandria away from home. Hopefully that will be winnable, as Alessandria are down in the relegation zone. But Livorno are currently top, so that'll be an important game. If we can win that, then we'll be back in contention. But at the moment, we're a little bit behind, 4 points off top. But that's not the end of the world. So that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like down below. It's good to be back recording after being sick for a while. Unfortunately, I will be going away in a week, so you're going to have a bit of a break there as well for a week while I go to Spain. But this week, I'm going to try and finish the season, and hopefully we'll get promoted. Otherwise, this might be the last season. We'll have to see. But yeah, so yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and leave any comments you want to make down below. And if you do want to see videos as and when, then turn up on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video, where we're going to be taking on Livorno, the leaders, and Alessandria, who are down in the relegation zone. So 2 extremes in Serie B there. Love to see how we do. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you. Excuse me. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.